guys, welcome to Vegan Food Rescue. Today we're going to be taking a closer look at one of the staples of vegan food. That's right, tofu. In particular, we'll be taking a look at a simple tofu chicken recipe that claims it'll make the tofu look and taste like chicken. The recipe I'll be following is one I found on YouTube, and I'll put a link to it down in the description below. I will be following the directions laid out in the recipe, and then we'll see how this dish turns out. I'm really excited if we can make tofu taste like chicken. This should be interesting. The ingredients we need for this recipe are garlic powder, black pepper, and salt. And then for the star of our show, 1 package of extra firm tofu. Let's open this up and see what we have. I have never worked with tofu before, so this should be interesting. I'm surprised at how much liquid is in here. Let's go ahead and drain that off and get this out of the package. Oh, there she is. After we dried her off, kind of jiggly there. Look at that. It kind of makes me think of mattress foam, like a memory foam mattress. Let's start by spraying some olive oil into a heated pan, and then we're going to crumple the tofu into the pan into rough chunks. Okay, let's add our pepper, salt, and garlic powder and stir to combine. We are going to continuously stir while it's on medium heat until we get a crispy golden brown exterior. Well, I think these are probably ready, so let's go ahead and plate them up and give them a taste. That looks like it turned out well. It did develop a little bit of a crunchy outside as the original recipe said. Let's take a closer look. It almost looks like chicken. Alright, let's see how it tastes. It's strange. At least it's got a little bit of nice crispiness on the outside, and you can taste the garlic and the pepper, but the inside still got a weird taste to it, and it's kind of chewy, but I would say the inside maybe has the texture of some overcooked scrambled eggs. Let's try it with some barbecue sauce just to give it every chance available. Going in, it's good, but it's still got that strange aftertaste. Well, that was disappointing, but don't worry, I have a solution. Okay, for this next part, we're going to need 1 egg, because as the saying goes, you can't make tofu without breaking a few eggs. We're going to need 1/2 cup of flour, and 1 large chicken breast, boneless. Alright, let's mix together our flour and our egg. I'm also going to take the chicken and grind it up in the food processor. Then we'll add it in and mix it together with the flour-egg mixture. Now we're going to take the chicken mixture and form it in a greased bread pan. There. Oh yeah. This is like an art. Now that we've got it formed, let's toss it in the oven at 350 degrees for about 30 minutes. And here's what it looks like when it's finished. Let's remove it from the pan. Now we just need to trim up this crust some so we get a more realistic looking block of tofu. This is looking really good. It's starting to look like tofu. I'm really glad I saved this container. It's important to recycle, or would this be an upcycle in this case?
Oh, that's perfect.
This is looking more and more like tofu. Remember all that liquid we poured out of the original tofu? We have to put that back. So I mixed up a little bit of chicken broth. And I'm going to just carefully pour that over the chicken tofu just until it's barely submerged like it was in the original package. For this next part, I would recommend a high quality clear packing tape. Virtually as good as new, if not even better. Let's start with the same 3 seasonings as before, and now we need our new tofu. Alright, let's open our tofu up and get it ready. I already noticed right off the bat it has a very pleasant aroma of chicken. Let's do a taste test. Yes, it definitely has a slight chickeny flavor. I believe we're heading in the right direction. Alright, just like before, we're going to crumple our tofu into a hot oiled pan. And we'll add our seasonings and keep stirring at medium heat until we have a brown, crispy exterior. And I would call that done. And finally, let's have a taste test. Hey, that's not bad. It has a nice crunchy exterior, and it does have a really good chicken flavor to it, and no funky aftertaste. You know, I think we may have done something earth-shattering here today. It is probably safe to say that there isn't another tofu recipe out there that tastes as close to chicken as this one does. Let's see how it is with a little bit of sriracha on it. Yep, that's still pretty good. The spice seems to complement the chicken flavor nicely. Just imagine all the other vegan dishes we could make better with this tofu. If you cut it into strips and made it into tofu chicken fingers, I bet it would be a real hit at your next vegan potluck. This tofu is going to be a base ingredient for many of the other vegan recipes I'm planning on doing in the future, so stay tuned. Like and subscribe to see more. Also, feel free to comment some suggestions for other recipes you would like to see.